It's been remastered to 2014 standards, but it's my favorite one, so I wanted to go onto it anyway. Carl Cecil, my boy.
This must be the place. Professor Oubier's house.
Looks pretty creepy. I'd been away from Paris and hadn't seen Nico for nearly 6 months. I wanted to celebrate our reunion, but she had other plans. An appointment with an archaeologist. Something to do with a Mayan stone she came across while researching a story. The guy who answered the door didn't look much like an archaeologist to me. I had a bad feeling about this.
Ow, my brain. Yep, I'm gonna get eaten by a spider while near to the world's most stationary fire. Back away, George. It's okay, I've murdered this spider countless times. I need to kick this briefcase.
I glanced over the book,
Briefcase?
vaguely
Bookcase.
hoping to find a copy of How to Deal with Poisonous Spiders While Tied to a Chair. No such luck. But I noticed one corner of the bookcase was supported by a loose block of wood.
Ha! Kucha! Splat.
Maybe I'd been a little heavy-handed, but it was a question of survival. Of course, I was still tied to a chair in a burning house with no means of escape.
Okay. I found myself a bracket. And the house is burning, sort of. I mean, there's sort of a fire in the house somewhere, but it's not really sort of burning the house
I had to deal with that
currently.
fire.
It's just burning a bit in front of the door.
The rope was shredded and no possible use to me.
Okay.
In the drawer was a small...
I've just
decorated
realised
pot.
every time I play this game, I never deal with the fire like it's a fire. I always just go walking around the room picking all the stuff up before I actually do anything. Okay, I'm going to actually go and deal with the fire first, and then go and pick up all the random crap that's hanging around in here. Hey, fire.
The cabinet was locked.
Okay, there is a reason for being me.
The pot contained a key. The key was way too...
Oh, okay. Maybe not.
It was a stylish little canvas number containing a lipstick, a handwritten note, and a pair of nylon panties with a large love heart emblazoned across the front. It occurred to me that Nico's tastes must have really changed while I was away. Well, they could be useful.
Yeah, I think these are the three things I need. So I have a
That dart was
dart.
sharper than a mosquito's business end, but this didn't deter me from getting it anyway.
Okay, so I think I use this to open the cabinet. There we go.
As I released the lock, something blew the doors open.
Oh yeah, as there are
There was no
Americans,
pressure in the siphon. I guess it was out of
does
gas.
anyone call that a siphon? I've never understood why he calls it a siphon. I don't even know what it is. Is it a gas
That
canister or is
cylinder
it
was
just?
hot.
It always
I
just
couldn't
looked
pick
like
it
a
up with my
water
bare
bottle with a
hands.
spray thingy on the top. To me, but I don't know.
The panties I'd found in Nico's bag were just what I needed to wrap around the hot cylinder.
Yeah, if the door contained, yeah, I would call it a water bottle. Yes, exactly. I would call it a water bottle. But it does take like a gas canister in the top to make it like
The
shoot water,
cylinder gave out a
I
faint
guess.
hiss as the valve opened.
So I don't know what contraption this is, but I would never refer to it as a siphon either way.
Now I had one primed up and ready to use extinguisher.
Yeah, I mean, extinguish the fire, Georgie.
With a well-aimed squirt of his soda fountain, our unshakable hero saved the day. Now it was time to start looking for Nico.
Okay, cool. I can now go back to poking around. So in the bureau, there's my pointless items carry around for
Inside,
most of the
I
game.
found a bottle of tequila.
Because there's a
Normally,
bottle of
I didn't drink
tequila
strong spirits, but today was far from normal.
containing my gross pointless item.
Disgusting. Not only did the tequila burn like hell, I just managed to stop myself from swallowing the worm. There was something short, fleshy, and gross on the carpet. It was the worm from the bottle of tequila.
There he is. He's a little guy, and he'll be with me for most of the game. If you're stuck, I'm not stuck, dude. I was just going to get my wonderful tequila worm. Because he likes to hang out in my pocket. Now I get the key. And open the door.
The house key didn't fit into the keyhole.
Oh, actually, I think I
wasn't
just
gonna burn
kicked this
myself
one.
on that red hot, and it wasn't the time for subtlety.
Kick it, George, with your legs. There we go. Such power.
I'd found a piece of newspaper folded in two. It referred to a forthcoming eclipse of the sun. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be visible from Europe. The best place to view the eclipse would be Mexico.
Okay.
The phone was no use to me. Apart from Nico, there was no one in Paris I wanted to call.
Let's look at
I guess
this.
I had no business reading the note, but I figured it might give me a clue to what Nico was involved in. It was from Andre Lobineau, the history student Nico had known at college. The letter was sentimental mush, and revealed that the exotic lingerie, as he called it, was a gift from him. It gave his telephone number. Lobineau figured himself as a rival for Nico's affections, but I couldn't believe that that creep was in the running. Much as I disliked him, Lobineau might be my only hope of finding Nico.
Stupid Lobineau.
Hi, Andre?
Who is this?
It's George Stobart, Nico's boyfriend.
Don't you mean ex-boyfriend?
Look, I didn't call you just to pick a fight. I need to talk to you about Nico.
Can't you accept she's just not interested in you?
Listen, Andre, we need to talk. Nico's life depends on it.
Okay. You remember the cafe at Montfaucon?
Sure. Andre? You'd better show, you creep. felt an irrational urge to wipe my ear. I unlocked the door.
You certainly
Wasn't
did.
looking forward to meeting Labino again, but he was my only link with Nico. There was no sign of Labino when I got to the cafe. I decided to order a coffee and wait for him. Pardon me, but don't I know you?
Huh?
You were here the day I found the catacombs.
I was? Ah, yes. I remember you.
Yeah. Are you still in the police force?
No, not anymore. I'm a man of leisure. And what brings you back to Paris?
My girlfriend.
What it is to be young and in love. Will you share a bottle of wine with me?
Hey, listen, I'd love to, but I need to keep a clear head.
So my company isn't good enough for you.
Why did you leave the police?
I was forced to retire. The golden handshake. Only in my case, it was more copper than gold.
How come?
I was made a scapegoat to cover up the department's inefficiencies.
Yeah, sure.
Have you
Not the
ever
fact
heard
that
of
you
a
were completely
Professor
useless.
Oubliette?
No, monsieur. I don't recall the name.
Well, apparently he's an expert on Mayan art and history.
A little out of my field of experience, monsieur. If he'd been a serial killer or a sodomite, I might have been able to help.
What
I'm
do
just
you
going to
make of
continue
this
showing
document?
my cool things to you.
I remember a case where the victim was killed with just such a device. The poison acted in seconds, causing his body to swell up like an inflatable life raft.
What do you make of this news cutting?
Orphanage supplied fast food chain?
No, it's the article above that.
Oh! Total eclipse of the sun. Well, that's very dull in comparison. I don't know anything about eclipses.
Tell me what you make of this note.
From my years of experience, I gained a pretty good insight into handwriting. I'd say that note was written by a compulsive, obsessive type with an Oedipus complex.
Hey, you got just about everything apart from the ponytail. I couldn't snatch the man. The man was still looking.
He was drinking. Drink. I'm going to steal your booze. I'm going to steal your booze.
The man was still...
Damn it, stop looking. Drink slower so it's easier to steal from you. Fine.
Oh, garçon.
Garçon.
He ignored me. I'm sure it was deliberate. Hey, you.
Quoi?
I'd like a cup of coffee if you don't mind.
When I finish serving this gentleman.
You'll be serving him all day.
Un café.
Thanks. Do you know a guy called André Lobineau?
Oui, I know him. What of it?
I'm supposed to meet him here. Did I miss him?
No, I have not seen him today.
What does that guy keep pouring out of his flask?
Absinthe.
Absinthe? I thought that was highly dangerous and outlawed in France.
It is. Don't look at me, I didn't sell it to him.
Have you heard of Professor Oubier?
Oui. He married that actress, the little dachshund. They used to come here. The nutty professor and the movie star.
If Oubier's wife was a movie star, how come I never heard of her?
She was big in France. The world doesn't stop at Hollywood. Her stage name was Carol Climax. She died in suspicious circumstances.
It's quite the name.
How did Oubier's wife die?
I heard he shot her.
And got away with it?
He had a good lawyer and a watertight alibi.
Why would an eminent public figure like Oubier risk everything for murder?
He wouldn't be the first, would he? Besides, people like him always get off.
So does Carol Climax.
Do you know that man over there?
Hey,
I
yo.
should think so. He's a regular customer.
Look at this. A poison dart.
Ah oui. Sure.
It's the real thing. Knocked my girlfriend out cold in a matter of seconds.
Romantic. Sounds like a real close relationship you have going.
That's all.
Thank you.
Well, this is a surprise, Georgie.
I wouldn't normally call you. But Nico's in trouble, Andre. Deep trouble. You have to help me find her.
What? What have you dragged her into this time?
It was
Nothing.
you that recommended Professor Oubier as an expert on Mayan art. Now his butler has kidnapped her. And he tried to kill me.
Every time she gets involved with you, there is trouble. Walking out on her was the best thing you could do.
My father was dying, damn it. I had no choice.
Well, she soon recovered once she went back to her old friends.
Drop it, Andre. Right now, Nico's in danger, and we have to work together.
So, how can I help?
Nico needed to speak to Oubier about a stone.
Oh, you mean this stone?
So that's what all the trouble's about.
The Coyote Stone.
Precisely. Nicole told me to guard it with my life.
Well, it's worth more than that, surely.
Oh, very funny.
What's funny is that your life really is on the line.
What are you talking about?
The stone is a Mayan artifact, dummy, and the guy who kidnapped Nico is from Central America. It was the stone they were after.
Oh my god, you mean I could be in danger too?
What do you
Yes,
suppose
Captain
the
Dum-Dum.
carving on the stone means?
I don't know. I haven't shown it to anyone.
Why don't you just give it to me?
I don't want your death on my conscience, George.
Where did Nico get the stone?
I'm not sure I should tell you.
Oh, you should.
It was something to do with smuggling.
Smuggling.
Why didn't Nico take the stone to Oubier?
I don't know. Perhaps she suspected something like this would happen.
If she's been hurt, Andre, I'll break every bone in your body.
No, that's typical of you. Do you think I don't care what happens to Nicole?
It occurred to me that slugs don't have bones to break, but I kept that thought to myself. Tell me about your friend Oubier.
He's more of a professional acquaintance than a friend.
I see. So you don't really know him at all.
No, I don't.
Does Oubier employ a guy from Central America?
Maybe. I don't know.
What do you think this is, Andre?
I don't know.
I'll give you a clue. It's got more backbone than you.
You think you're amusing, don't you?
Yes.
What can you tell me about this pot?
South or Central American, I'd say. I have a friend who'd be able to tell you more.
Where can I find this guy?
He owns a gallery on the left bank. The Glees Gallery.
See you later.
Goodbye, Georgie.
Get out of here, scumbag.
I've had enough of your games, Kala. Tell me what you've done with my stone.
I thought your business was simply smuggling cocaine, Karzak. Why are you so interested in that stone?
Either you tell me what I want to know, or Pablo here will make you talk.
Okay. Well, I figured someone at the university would be able to help. So I had a word with one of my girlfriends, and she told me her boyfriend was a lecturer. I sent the stone to the Department of Ethnology. You know, I figured it was South American, so... You're not buying this, are you?
That's enough. I don't have time to listen to your mindless prattle. We'll leave you to think it over. Come the morning, you'll be ready to talk.
Do you miss being a gendarme?
Yes, of course I do. When I wore that uniform, I commanded respect. Not anymore.
Yoink.
I grabbed the flask and was struck by a powerful smell of absinthe, a highly potent and illegal alcoholic drink. Now I had another lead. I could either go back to Ubier's house or visit the Glee's gallery.
Let's go to the gallery.
The Glee's gallery had style and class, but very few customers.
And yes, I do immediately know the solution to every puzzle. I should probably talk to people before I solve the puzzles, shouldn't I? Before I, like, knock someone out with absinthe.
Yeah, I did. Well, what do you think?
Well, it's certainly an improvement over Gleese's wine. In fact, I could grow to like it.
Would you like some more absinthe, perhaps? Yeah, another top tip: don't spike people's drinks. Don't do that. Do 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 do.
There was nothing in the case but styrofoam packing, but pasted on the side was the remains of a label.
The label says Condor Transglobal, I think. There you go.
Underneath the logo of a flying bird were the words Condor Transglobal Mars. The rest of the label was missing. Were those pots very valuable?
The pots are insured, but not the shelving. You've no idea how much that cost me. I hope to God Ubier has plenty more of these pots at the docks. If not, I'm ruined.
I had no...
Go away.
Why? Don't you like it when I'm here, spiking your customers?
The packing case contained... It was a label bearing the name Condor Transglobal.
Go away.
Alright, do chill. I don't remember how to trigger him going to the docks. I figure he has all the information he needs at this point. Can I not bug you with this? Or are you just going to tell me to go away?
Go away.
Why would you tell me to go away? I'm really nice.
Excuse me.
What?
He wouldn't have wanted that. What's that you're drinking?
It's wine.
The waiter said it's absinthe.
That fool wouldn't know Pernod from Catapis.
I'm trying to find my girlfriend. She's been kidnapped.
Kidnapped?
Yeah, it was our first day back together after many months.
That's too bad. My God, that's depressing.
Just basically depressing an old man at this point.
Leave me alone.
I could either go back to Ubier's house.
Ow, my face.
I wasn't going to waste my breath on that drunkard.
Okay, so I can't speak to Glees because I've ruined his day. Why is this credit
I
card
have
machine
no
able
possible
to be
use.
clicked on? Can I do anything with it?
Go away.
Okay, he really, really doesn't want to talk to me. I thought that would be it. I'm confused. Even after playing this game about a quadrillion times.
The packing case contained nothing. The red and yellow pot had black decorative markings shaped like hands. Weird mutant hands, that is. Hi, girls.
How dare you laugh at me?
What's the joke?
あなたはキレてですね。
Okay, fine.
Maybe I can open the crate? Maybe? Don't remember ever doing that, but my memory is terrible.
It was the letter to Nico. Sickening. It was the newspaper clipping. Wrapped inside it was another small piece of paper. It was a bank statement for Ubier's account from an automatic telling machine. The last 5 withdrawals were for large amounts, and all made in Marseille. It was beginning to make sense. Ubier had organized Nico's abduction. Ubier withdrew money from Marseille. Ubier was connected with Transglobal, who shipped their goods from a warehouse in Marseille. That's how the torn Transglobal label had once read. Marseille, not Mars. It wasn't much of a lead, but it was all
We
I
didn't
had.
come from
I set
Mars,
off
did it?
immediately to catch the evening train.
There we go. I just hadn't read the newspaper.
It was almost dawn when I arrived in Marseille. I traced Condor Transglobal to a desolate dockside.
Hello, dog. Who continuously barks at me for some reason.
The stick had a hook on one end. I figured it was a boat hook. For hooking boats.
Yep. That's a reasonable deduction, Georgie. Oh yeah, okay, cool. Let's speak to the human creature that lives in here.
Hi, good morning.
Do you know what time it is?
No, I don't wear a watch. As my dad used to say, I'm not into time, man.
Well, you're too early.
Ever heard of Condor Transglobal?
Sure. They have a warehouse here.
Well, could I take a look?
Not until after the holidays. Come back in a month.
Does that dog belong to you?
Nah, he comes with the job. I just feed him every now and then.
More then than now, I'd say.
Hey, how you doing? We have now transitioned to the second Broken Sword game today. How are you doing? I don't need to speak to you anymore.
I'll be back.
Can't win.
Goodbye. Are you having a good day, Conglamo?
The bottle was just out of reach. Nothing was going to get me into that water if I could help it.
Yeah, that's fair. You can bother him as much as you like. He was here earlier, until he went off to prepare for stream time.
I just knew that boat hook would be useful for something. As for the bottle, even if I couldn't find a use for it, I'd cleaned up the dock a little.
Okay. Oop. I'm going to go and smoke this man out of his house. George spends a lot of his time just ruining people's days.
Ouch! That's hot.
I know.
The bottle was half filled with water. Maybe it would cool the
I tried to
glow down
save you
after
from burning
touching it.
yourself, George.
Now I could see into the pipe which formed the chimney. The bottle had blocked the chimney, and the hut was filling up with smoke.
I have successfully filled your entire place with smoke. You're welcome.
The packet was full of dog biscuits.
Delicious, delicious treats.
Baked beans in ketchup.
Beans. I do like beans.
Here, boy. Have a nice crunchy biscuit.
Enjoy a crunchy, crunchy biscuit. Now to ruin this dog's day as
I felt
well.
a slight twinge of conscience as I prepared to give the dog a dunking. It soon passed.
Hiya. Take this, scum. Nah,
As
he's
I'd
alright.
expected, the dog could swim like a... well, like a dog.
He seems happy down there. To the warehouse with me. Let's go up and have a look first.
That did the trick. The fan clunked and shorted out as its blades were mashed by the boat hook.
Hey, you make any more noise, I break your arms.
That bully needed to be taught a lesson.
Garzak's already mad because we didn't get the stone. You give me any trouble, I'll tell him it was all your fault.
Karzak? That must be his boss.
Okay. Now to bonk him on the head.
Who is it?
Pizza delivery?
I didn't order pizza.
No? This is the Condor Transglobal Shipping Company, isn't it?
I don't like pizza.
Oh, come on. Everyone likes pizza.
Maybe
Pizza
he was
is
allergic to
awesome.
mozzarella.
Pizza is the best food.
Hey,
What now?
look. This pizza's been paid for. You might as well take it.
I told you, I don't like pizza.
Not even with extra olives?
I hate them. Olives are the devil's butt nuggets.
I mean, he is right. Olives are horrible. Okay, just checking that I didn't have to re-clamp that. Good. Okay.
The grill opened from the inside.
If you know what's good for you, you'll open this door.
What if I don't?
I'll kick your head in.
Okay, I'll come out.
Direct. I'll kick your head in. Go stand over there, scumbag. What? Damn you to hell. Gonna come and kick your head in. I warned you. George Stobart has mighty legs. He's already kicked a door today. He's in incredible physical shape.
If you know what's good for you, you'll open this.
What if I don't?
I'll kick your head in.
Okay, I'll come out, you creep.
I am a creep. Get out here, scum. Now get over there and get hit by this barrel. Take this. Yeah. Now to find the tiny man.
The only interesting thing I found was a small brass key. Among the paperwork which adorned the notice board was something which caught my eye. It was a delivery note from Condor Transglobal, and the address was Caramonte City.
Caramonte.
It was locked.
How dare it?
All the crates were firmly sealed.
Whoa! Don't shoot!
The little guy had a blowpipe. That confirmed my suspicions about what had happened to Nico. I waited for him to shoot me, but it didn't happen. Instead, he seemed to want to tell me something. What? What do you want? He seemed excited, almost desperate. What did he want so bad? Hi.
Quaramonte.
Is that where you're from? Caramonte City?
Quaramonte. Quaramonte.
Okay. What does this key unlock?
Huh?
Hey, you're manacled. Who did this? That big thug? I'm gonna set you free, okay? Hey, come back here.
Come back, tiny man.
The little guy had gone to ground amongst the stack of crates. Just in time. Interrupting the beam of light kept the doors from closing and stopped anyone from using the elevator. But what now?
Box. Box.
There. That would keep the doors from closing.
If it was anything like the one at work, it would just beep at you after a minute or two of doing that.
I was wrestling with the small crate when I noticed the label on its side. Danger. Live contents do not drop.
Yep. Yep. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Switch. Beak. I have discovered a hidden room.
There was
With
an
my
odd-shaped
incredible powers
scratch
of
on the
memory,
floor, as if
mostly.
a door had been opened in the nearby wall. My fingers traced the outline of a secret door in the wall. Then I found a small round stud, which was set flush to the surrounding wooden paneling. Just as I'd hoped. A secret room. Nico! There. How you feeling?
Oh, thanks, Georges. How on earth did you find me?
I knew Ubier had been in Marseille. But never mind about me. How about you tell me exactly what's going on, starting with that Mayan stone?
I picked it up from one of Karzak's men in Paris. I was expecting a consignment of narcotics.
Drugs?
Yes. The proof I needed to expose Karzak's smuggling operation. I'd set it up to act as his courier, and once I had the proof, I planned to go straight to Inspector Mou. But instead of the dope I'd expected, they sent me that stone instead. And to find out more, I called Professor Oublier, who invited me to his mansion. At least, I thought it was Oublier.
I don't get it. If Karzak's business is drugs, why is he so desperate to get his hands on that stone?
Maybe it has some significance to the local people in Central America. It could be Karzak's means of getting them to work for him. Anyway, we've got to get out of here.
Nico, wait!
Eco, wait! I've got to pick up this terrifying statue
I
that
decided
everyone
to keep
hates
the
me
message.
showing to them.
It was bound to be of some use to me.
It's a statue of Tezcatlipoca, who is some sort of guy, evil deity.
We can't use the elevator. If that thug Pablo's recovered, he'll be waiting for us.
We've got to do something. Where does that door lead to?
I'm not sure.
Boop. Boop.
Hopefully, the tape would prevent those doors from closing and stop the Indian from being able to call the elevator.
He's not an Indian, George. Jesus. Like, not even a bit.
The pallet rose about 6 inches off the floor, and I said a silent prayer to whoever had discovered the power of hydraulics.
What on earth are you doing?
Trying
I'm
to raise the statue so I
thinking.
can hook it to that pulley.
Is that really going to help us?
I like
Yes.
to keep myself occupied in times of stress.
I complete pointless activities until they work out.
The short chain stopped the cuffs reaching from the statue to the winch. It would be much easier to attach the rope to the statue first.
We'll do that, George. I'm not in control of the minutiae of your movements. Now to push the statue through the door to freedom.
It was too heavy for me to move on my own.
Nico, get your butt over here.
Could you give me a hand to push this statue?
What for?
This, my dear, is our passport to freedom.
If you say so, dear.
Okay, push! Great teamwork.
Nice to be working with you again, Mr. Stobart.
Nico, I have a great idea.
This isn't a great idea. Whee!
George, where have you been?
Never mind that. Do you have the Mayan stone?
Good afternoon, Sir Nipper.
But,
You have appeared just at the end of the stream.
well, of course.
How are you doing?
So, Nicole?
Having a good day?
Thank you so much, Andre.
George, he told me you'd been kidnapped, my dear. I'm glad to see he was mistaken.
Oh, but it was true. If it hadn't been for Georges, I wouldn't be here now.
It's not finished yet. Karzak's thugs will be back for that stone, you can bet. The best lead that we have is Coromonte City.
Coromonte is in Central America. That's where Ubier gets his artifacts.
That's all we needed to know. Come on, Georges.
Yeah, you are a tad late. I've so far finished Broken Sword 1 Remaster. I'm now playing an old version of Broken Sword 2.
We didn't know what we were looking for, but the offices of Condor Trans Global seemed a good place to start.
Yeah, my day's been okay.
I don't see any cabs. Let's ask someone how to get to Quaramonte City.
Okay. Keep your eyes peeled for any sign of Condor Trans Global.
Yeah, my day's been sort of alright, you know. I haven't done much